nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games, and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Lawn Boys Post 1975. Just come back from an impromptu Twilight shift, and it's funny because I was talking to one of the new starters tonight, and I mean it's weird, but anyone who I work with, or like new starters, I don't know, they all seem to, it just a given that if you like video games, come and talk to me, which is no problem because I can talk video games all day long. Excuse me. Oh, double sabres. And that's my reward for doing a Twilight shift. And yeah, so I was talking to this kiddie, and well, I say kiddie, he's 30. Well, compared to me, he's practically a child. And anyway, he was saying that he still plays video games for the exact same reason he did as a child, or as he did back in the day. It's never changed. He gets exactly from them the same thing he did then. And he why he plays them is exactly the same. And that brings me to the question that I put in the doohickey down below. But as you've got older, do you still play or use video games, I should say, for the same reasons? Now, nostalgic guy games aside, I would definitely say, and as I said to him, no, the reason I play video games as an adult is completely different as the reason I did as a child. This might be a little bit difficult to explain without sounding all life weary and stuff like that, because it's not what it's about. But no, I don't play them for the same reason I did as a kid. Obviously the instant hit factor, playing them for sheer enjoyment, that will never waver. That will always be the same. Excuse me. Because if you don't enjoy something, then you wouldn't do it. Most of the people I know who collect video games play them. The bottom line, the reason they collect is because they enjoy playing them. And obviously the point I want to make is immersing yourself, forgetting, your life. That's why I play them more so as an adult. I mean, obviously an immersive experience was always there as a kid to some degree. Possibly you didn't appreciate it or understand it as much as you would when you're an adult. This is getting away from me right at the start of the video, but the thing about being an adult is, you've got all your responsibilities. It's not to say there's anything wrong with my life, or I hate my life, or, all these problems. It's not about that. But, you've got all the responsibilities of, bills, roof over your head, running your car, just what you don't have as a child. And sometimes, even if you're on top of all of that and you don't have any problems, you just don't want to think about that. And that's mainly, as an adult, what I play video games for. I mean, as I said, I play them for enjoyment, but I don't know, it's sometimes it's just great to play what I like to call hour killers. I've got a few examples, and one of them might surprise you. Stuff like this, where you are given this immersive world where, you have to focus on the gameplay so much that it gives you that little bubble, that little sort of respite from everyday life. Obviously classics like Resident Evil and stuff like this. Yeah, I know. Career mode. When you play career mode in this, and you go through all the buying players, trading players, building up your clubhouse, getting your time machine, because you can get a time machine in this. Absolutely fantastic. Hours and hours on that. When I originally got it, on a night, and for those hours, all I was worried about what was in front of me. Not, oh, I got to tax my car next week. Oh, then I got an MOT after that. Oh, and I got to pay my phone bill this week and that. And as I said, it's trying to sound not like I'm life weary, because I'm not, but this is why I play video games now. I still play them to enjoy them, but it provides me with a complete, this is the word I was looking for that I couldn't think of earlier on, escapism. Escapism from the rat race. That may sound like a really bold statement, possibly that is a really bold statement, but back in the day I didn't have, this is again, growing old, I'm not going to say that. Growing up shapes what you think of, how you experience in anything you do that provides pleasure to yourself, and that's the point I'm trying to make here. So as an adult, I find video games an invaluable tool to provide me with, just a place to escape to, and so I don't have to think about life. Because you know what, as I said, I don't have a massive amount of problems. I mean, everyone's got some problems, but I'm not airing them here. But you know, but I still sometimes just don't want to have to think about that. I don't want to have to think about being an adult, I guess, to some degree, is the point I'm trying to make. Because that's why I like it. Just escape from, you know, work and stuff like that, you know, for 4 or 5 hours a night. That makes me sound like this is all I do. Because you know what, no one likes that bloke when you go to the pub who can't stop talking about work. And it's, yeah, it's an invaluable tool to, you know, just to completely forget about everything and just, you know, throw yourself into a world and have some fun and have an adventure. That's why I play video games as an adult. I certainly didn't do it for that reason as a kid. I was more the instant hit, the thrill, you know, of it back then. But as I said, life shapes you into what you appreciate or what you want from the experiences within. Wow, this really got away from me. So yeah, the question, do you still play video games, or has the reason you played video games changed as an adult, or is it still the same as when you were a kid? I'd really like to know what you think. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.